So we're going to use the concentric circles method to construct an ellipse. So what I have here is the two axes of the ellipse, the major axis and the minor axis. The major axis is 160 diameter and the minor axis is 120 diameter. So I'm going to take my compass and set it to the length of the major axis first. I'm going to swing around and construct my circle. I'm going to set it to the minor axis. Right. Now here's my minor axis. Now I have my circles in. Okay. So the next step now is to use your 60-30 set square and to put in your 30-degree sectors. Okay, so I'm going to do this using another pencil because this is the first step where I have the size of my axes, major axis, minor axis, and now I'm going to put in my 30-degree sectors here. So, right. One there. See the way I flip it over? And then I have another one here. And flip it over again. So the next step is what I want to do is I'm going to do this using a different colour as well. So step 1, construct your circles. Step 2, put in your division lines. They're all 30 degrees and they divide up your circles. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my lines down from, first of all I pull down from the bigger circle. So I pull down from the bigger circle here. So all the upper ones I pull down like this, and like this, and all the lower ones I pull up. Now you can see I could have done that at the same time. So up, 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 and up. Right. Now, the next thing I do is I pull a line from where each of these, where the line intersects the smaller circle, and pull it straight across. I can do it from here as well, straight across. From here, straight across. Straight across. Across. Now, so each of these points, I'm going to do in a different colour again. I'll do that in a blue maybe. So, I have this point on the ellipse anyway, the shortest side, which is the minor axis on both sides and the major axis on both sides. So I have these points on the ellipse anyway. So now I have to figure out the other ones. And they are where these lines intersect. So I'm just going to put a point here, point here, point here, point here. Now your ellipses will look slightly different just depending on the size of the minor and major axis. Point here and a point here. Now what I'm going to do is just give you a couple of tips in terms of how to construct the ellipse, because you know a certain amount of marks do go for the construction of the ellipse. So I have all my points, I know what's going on. Now the best way to do this is to start maybe at the difficult ones. So I'm going to do these two sides first. And then I'm going to move on to these ones here. So I'm just going to have a look at this. This is a very shallow curve here. Same with the bottom one. Because they're maybe a little bit tougher, I'm going to put that one in second. And get that side rule out of my way. Put this in here. And then finish it off by joining these dots. If you notice the way I'm holding the pencil, I'm holding it quite long here. I'm not holding it right up here. I'm holding it quite long so I can achieve that sweep. So there's an ellipse constructed using the concentric circles method, and you can see the steps because I've drawn each of the steps in a different colour. So the minor axis, major axis go in pencil, the two circles go in pencil. The division lines using your 30-60 set square go in red, and then to find the other points in the ellipse, taking the line down from where these red lines intersect the major circle and up at the bottom, and then across from where these red lines intersect the minor circle. See, these are all across, and where they intersect at these points are the points on the ellipse.